Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another pep talk. PEP, passionately empowering people. Today's topic is work on yourself. Work on yourself. As employees, we spend a lot of time on the clock working for someone else that we spend very little time working on ourselves. You got to realize you are a work in progress. You are a work in progress. Life is a constant cycle of change, which means you and I have to continue to change day in and day out, inwardly as we change outwardly. So if you stop working on yourself, there is no progress. You are a work in progress, but if you stop working on yourself, there is no progress. To get something you've never had, you've got to become somebody you've never been so that you can achieve that goal in life. So if you've been on your job for 5, 10, 15, 20 years and nothing in your life has changed, let me tell you something. It's by design. It's by design. Job is an acronym for Journey of the Broke or just over broke. So in order for you to break that cycle, you've got to continue to work on yourself. In order to use your mind to its full potential. I was actually looking at a documentary some years back, and I remember one part in this documentary just talking about life and how we take care of ourselves and how powerful our mind is. And it said in that documentary, it said in order to use the human brain, to use your mind to its full potential, you got to learn something new every second for the next 30 billion years. Something new every second for the next 30 billion years. Now that's just on the surface a way to look at yourself and realize how powerful you are. To really take into account all that you can do. So there's some things that you can do that you don't even know that you can do right now because you have not worked on yourself to even venture out and explore something new. So develop your mind, develop a new path, reconstruct the path that you're on right now, renegotiate the decisions you've made to produce your desired outcome. So if you're going to a job, not just to provide a living, but to hopefully get out of the rat race and become debt free so that you can retire early because of income and not age, reconstruct the decisions you made. Because if you're working for somebody for many years and you have not gotten not even one step closer to financial freedom, to being debt free, you got to reconstruct. You got to work on yourself and reconstruct the way you see your life and the way you've been conducting yourself. It's time for a change. There's a well-known motivational speaker named Nicholas Vujicic, and you can Google him. This guy's very special, not just because he motivates and empowers people, but this guy travels the world empowering people to step outside the box, think outside the box, to work on themselves, to become the people and the individuals that they were destined to become. And this guy has no arms and no legs. Yet and still, he gets up on stage, walks around on stage, and speaks from his heart to change people's lives. Now, if he can travel the world and work on himself to empower others people to work on themselves, what's your excuse? What's my excuse? We have none. We have none. In life, you either have excuses or you have results. Which do you prefer? Results or excuses? So take the time to work on yourself. To get to the next level in your life, you're going to have to reinvent yourself. You know, you invented yourself to get to where you are right now, so you got to reinvent yourself to get to the next level. You got to redefine who you are. So unless you are tempted to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. So if you've been where you are right now for many, many years, you've mastered that position. So you got to bring yourself mentally and spiritually, emotionally to a point where you're dissatisfied with where you are. And tempt yourself. I'm tempting you right now to be great, to go all in, all the way, and change your life. Continue to work on yourself so you can grow through what you go through. Now, the question is, have you stopped growing? Have you stopped developing? Have you decided to remain the same? That's just a question you got to ask yourself. Are you just going around saying, well, that's just me. That's who I am. Let me tell you something. No. That's just who you've decided to be. There's more in you than you've been expressing. There's more in you than you even realize right now. But you got to continue to work on yourself, continue to develop, reinvent yourself to actually reach the surface, just to touch the surface of who you could truly be. So if you work hard, you can play hard. Some people just play hard and don't even work and wonder why they are stuck and can't get ahead, stuck in a rut, not moving forward, have plateaued, and there's nothing to look forward to because you're spending too much time playing. If you work hard, you can play hard. Do what you have to do what you need to do so you can eventually do what you want to do. If you work hard, you can play hard. So don't be afraid to try something new. You have no idea what it is that you can't do. So anything you put your mind to, you can make it happen. So you don't know what you can't do until you try, until you develop a plan of action and work that plan just to see if it'll happen. Sometimes you just got to test yourself. You got to get around some people who challenge you to stretch. You got to stretch. If you're planning on getting to the next level, you're going to have to stretch and reach for the next level. So if you're the smartest person in your group, it's time to wise up and rise up and get you a new group. There's people that can learn from you, but you got to be around some people that you can learn from. It's one thing I heard somebody say, it's quite normal for a child to be afraid of the dark. That's normal. You're afraid of the dark because you can't see and you might hear some spooky sounds or whatever as a child. But it's quite abnormal for an adult to be afraid of the light. Are you afraid of the light? Are you afraid of your own light? Are you afraid to work on yourself because you're afraid that you might be successful? That you might have all that your heart desires? I'll give you all your eyes can see. So what do you see in your mind? With your mind's eye, what do you see? Do you see how valuable you are? Do you see how powerful you are? Do you see how great you can be? If you don't, it's time to reconstruct and develop and continue to establish and be a work in progress so that you can take your life to the next level. Remember, there's people who are dependent on you to be all you can be so that they can be liberated to be all they can be. So continue to work on yourself, continue to grow, continue to develop, continue to reach for the sky. The sky is not the limit. Your mindset is the limit. So wherever you set your mind, that's where your limitations will be. If you say, I can't do it, you say that's not my talent, you say that's not my skill, you say that's not who I am, that's the limitations that you're putting on yourself. So rearrange your thought process, rearrange your mindset, and be all you can be. Go hard or go home. Be in all the way. Go all in all the way. Listen, I'm working on a financial freedom project. I belong to a consortium of wealthy business owners and entrepreneurs who are serious about helping average everyday people like you and me continue to work on ourselves, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. So if you are like me and you want to continue to work on yourself, you want to be debt-free and drama-free, let's get together. Let's talk. I can share some information with you that can change your life and your family's life. I believe a good man takes care of his or her family. A good man or woman takes care of his or her family. But a man or woman of integrity who understands the power of purpose leaves a legacy to take care of his or her family for generations to come. So if that's you, if I'm speaking to you and you want more information and you ready to actually start working on yourself or to continue to work on yourself, let's get together. Let's talk. Let's make some things happen. I can introduce you to some powerful people who can shed some light on your situation and help you get out of the rut that you're in. Let's get together. Let's talk. Shoot me an inbox. Give me a call. Shoot me a text, 901-646-1393. And as always, I'm passionately empowering people to live for today, but plan for tomorrow. Listen, that's my time. Until next time, God bless.